Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Turn Right Machine Works. My name is Keith, and we're continuing on our number 40 taper holders. Okay, we have a straight bar that's the length of our mandrel that we're putting in there, or our sample, our pattern. So I put this in here because we need to make sure that our points are center to center is running parallel with the lathe axis. Sometimes we set up a jig or we move those and it varies slightly. So we bring our hydraulics in against it. We have an indicator here against the compound. Here we can fine tune this adjustment for 0, and we can give it a run down the mandrel here itself, and we're just taking it into where we're close to the jaws here, and we're -1. On the centers there's an adjustment in and out, so I can go ahead and adjust this inward on this end here, which would make it go to the plus. Retension it. And bring it on back. And we'll set 0 again. And we're going to do this till we got, it's about a half a thousandth there now. Okay, I'm liking that. Okay, we pull out our alignment mandrel and we put in our actual part sample mandrel, is what we'll call it. And wipe my finger off here. Let's go ahead and we're going to set our part into the chuck here. And now we're going to locate this. We may have to may have to move this back a little bit. I'm about an inch here into my part, and I think I'm gonna have to change that. We got it in for the second time here, and we've made an adjustment, and when we come in with our compound, pretty well starting at our pattern down there where we want to be, we're at the edge of our material. We're all the way back against the jaw bottom, and that was the problem. We were missing it just a little bit by our depth, so we had to adjust for the location of our material. So now we're ready to go. What I want to do is go ahead and dial this in now, and I'm going to put the aluminum jaws in here. And we're going to be running between the center, so I'll bring the center in here, the aluminum jaws, and we're going to dial right here in the center. We're going to dial this true. This should be held true by the center, and then this will be dialed in here, and that will be running concentric with the other end, because we know that we've turned it between centers. So I mean, it should be running true here as well, but we're going to go ahead and make sure that we're running center and center. Alright, let's put our center in here. Okay, and we're going to give ourselves plenty of room in here. About a ½ an inch is good. Okay, we got our aluminum shims in. Let's see where we're at, and we're just shy of 100 thousandths here. Okay, there's a low, there's the high right there. Okay, go around, make sure that we're all snug on all of them, pretty well equal, and we're within a half a thousandths right there. All right, just so that we can check up here closer, and we're running about 1,000ths right there. Our center had loosened up a little bit. Let's tighten that up, see what we got there. Okay, all right, we're running within the half a thousandths there also. All right, we're not even moving right there. All right, we're ready to go ahead and start cutting on this. All right, so we go ahead and we come back to our 0. Now we're gonna have to be pulling back out because we have little lips and everything else in here, so you can't come up to a square corner with that little stylus that's angled and have it come. It'll catch on there. So what we got to do is be able to come back and then come back into the same spot here, and we're gonna call that 0 center travel dial right there, so we can roll back to 0 and then come back in at that location. All right, now on the tracer you got to run reverse on your feed, and we like that feed rate right there. You do have to engage it. All right, let's see what she's got. Now to get going here, I'm probably going to have to reach across in front of it for a short bit. I'm going to be cranking it in, going back and forth, cranking it in to where I know I touch off, and then we'll start with the first speed. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and crank in, oh, I don't know, about 60 thousandths. See what we got. Run for cover, huh? All right, we were definitely throwing some chips up in the air here, and that's gonna spread a mess. All right, but it looks like we're cutting fine. This is a SECO insert, TP200. I didn't really check on the category of insert. This is given probably a little bit deeper, appears to be a deeper, but it's got a little bit of a radius in there. That's good. The start of the taper. We'll be coming in here and we'll be squaring that off a little bit, and this diameter here will be turned slightly after we get completed, because the shim for the broach guide that we clamp to that diameter is definitely causing that diameter to be larger than it will be at finish. We are really close on our dial in here, because this right here is barely wavering. All right, nice. Of course, after we get this turn, we're going to be doing a slight turn on the OD of our shoulder, so it'll be concentric with our arbor surfaces. All right, let's whittle this down a little bit. Okay, now we've already made probably half a dozen passes already building down. We're whittling down our diameter here on our project. All right, this is D&MG 433 M3 TP200. All right, nothing special about it. I just want you to know that SECO tool bit, and I'm using it right here on this project, and that's what this is about. All right, I'm turning about 450 RPM, and I'm come in here to 0 here. Okay, we're gonna crank in 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 thousandths. All right, light coat of oil. I'm gonna take my air nozzle and blow the smoke out of your way. I'm gonna have a little noise here. Let's go. Okay, let's try 80 thousandths on this one. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. There's 85 because it went around the dial a little bit there. There's an extra 5 because the dial goes up to 1 and an 8. Okay, here we go. Okay, we got quite a bit more to go. This is supposed to be the 1 3/4 inches, and this is now where we're starting to hit the flange, and the actual cutter just goes out from there. All right, we got a large diameter to go. Let's go ahead and see if it'll take 100 thousandths on the next cut per side. All right, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 thousandths per side. A little bit of oil to help that. Here we go. That was real nice. We're still not. It's still cutting really nice. This is a large radius on this tool bit. It can handle a lot of push on it, and it's showing that. All right, I'm pretty comfortable with 100 thousandths off of this. It's, you know. Let's go ahead. We'll jack it up one more time to 1/8 of an inch. So at least we're taking a 1/4 inch off the diameter at a time. We've got several cuts to come off of there, so let's see if it'll do it. All right, here we go. This will be 1/8 of an inch per side. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 85, 95, 105, 110, or 15, and 125. 1/8 of an inch per side, 1/4 inch off the diameter. Okay, this is our last good hogging, and then we're going to start slowing down or reducing our cuts there. So this will be 1/8 inch. This will be the last one. We're getting down there pretty good. We just take the dial and we're going to bring it all the way back around to the 10 again. All the way around is 1/8 of an inch. So there we go. All right, a little bit of oil. Here we go. Tips are leaving golden brown and then turning blue afterwards. So we've optimized our tip load and speed. Okay. That looks really nice. All right, we are 778, so 750. We're about 30 thousandths heavy on this diameter, and this one here we're quite a bit more. We're probably 70, 80 thousandths heavy on this diameter right here. All right, we're gonna flip this around, and this will stick down into the chuck, and we'll probably be in the jaws about that far. set that end up to here, and we're going to rough off the other side. Okay, we got to fire up our tracer attachment. We're going to back this all up and refine our face. Distance right here. All right. Okay, and we'll take a scale and measure our 1 inch down here, and that's pretty close. That should be close to the front face. Okay, we'll bring up our center here, and 3 1/4, so that's pretty close to where it was. I see a gap in here. All right. We're holding it up on the center, and we bring our 2 jaws back down here tight. We roll this over, and we're going to make sure that our aluminum is in place on both of these. There we go. All right. Now let's go ahead and set up our indicator, and I think we're going to be good there. And if we're a little bit long, that's okay. Alright, make sure that's in there, double check that, looks good. Excellent. Our zero's in pretty darn close to the same spot, give or take 5-10 thousandths. Here we go. Okay, we're going to finish hogging off this side here to match up the other side. We'll catch you on the next video.